Then. So now, Abraham said, tarry, because I don't want any distraction. I don't want anyone to distract me, Brother Bodie, from what I got to do. See, because it's when you are distracted, you make a permanent decision on a temporary situation. It's only when you're distracted. You ever been going home and you know where you're going and someone says something and you pass your corner? You driving in the States, Brian, you up on I-95. Mix the exit out, you going to a K&G in Miramar. Look up here, Alva. You're going down by K&G and you going up the turnpike and you're supposed to take exit 17. And you look and someone said something and you thinking about, you done gone online, you done do your research, man. You know the suit you're going to buy and someone said something to you and you miss your exit. The first thing you do is, the first thing you do is suck teeth. The first thing you do is kiss your teeth, man. Because now you are a distraction to me. You distracted me from where I was going. So every now and again you got to tell some people, no disrespect, but you got to hang here. You can't go with me. Because where I'm about to go, God called me to go there. And in fact, the air is thinner on the top of the mountain. You can carry some people with you. Please forgive me. But they can die where you're going because they're not able. They were not created to handle the altitude where you're about to go. Let me say that on this side because these people look serious. You are going to carry some people with you who are going to lose their way and their mind because air is thin on the top of the mountain. A few years ago, I went to Virginia. On this road in Virginia called Skyline Drive. Not in Jamaica, lastly. Skyline Drive in Virginia. And at one point, we took a picture. 3,000 feet above sea level. The clouds were right above my hand. Everybody can't handle that. They begin to get panicky because their air is now getting clogged because you up high now like a plane now. Everybody can't handle it. And so you have to tell them sometime, no disrespect, baby, but you got to hang here. In fact, I'm going to go yonder, worship. I'm going to bring you a praise report to tell you what God is about to do. You can't talk it to everybody. Who am I talking to today? Some of us are in a situation, in a place in our life where we can't talk it to everybody. Because some people can't handle what is about to break loose in your life. The old people used to preach a message and say, God will give you double for your trouble. If you stand trial, if your faith stands trial, and you come through this test. Anybody know anything about the legal system? You go through the legal system, Pastor Sterling, and when you win, you get retribution. You get compensation. All them days off you had from work, they mash up your car. You get a new car. You get damages. God never allows our faith to be tested and be passed out and never give us something in return. He always gives us something in return. I don't know how God is going to do it. I don't know where it's going to come from. But I know that if I stand still and see God's salvation, God will work it out. Amen. There's a place of your test. Abraham took the fire, he took the wood, and he was walking the sacrifice up with him. Sometimes you just walking aimlessly and you don't know what's going to happen. And if you ever get up one morning and you don't know where the next meal can come from, you don't know how God can do it, but you say, God, I trust you. You hear on the news, on the community announcement, BC will be conducting mass disconnection services all over the island, on the western part of the island. You begin to get fearful. Jesus, what I could do? I don't know. But God, I trust you. I trust you. My faith is on trial today, God, but I trust you. I'm to a place, God, where I don't know what to do. I don't know how you can do it. Nor am I concerned. Came to tell some of you, MYOB, mind your own business. Do what you need to do. Do your part and let God do the rest. Some of you, aren't you tired of representing your own self? You get before the court and you want to have your own opening argument. You want to call your own witnesses. You want to have closing arguments. You want to do all the talking. And your lawyer sitting there and saying, any day now, you could hear me say something to this court. But you're doing all the talking. When your faith is being tested, that's not the time to go off doing all the talking. I don't know how God is going to do it. I don't know where the resources can come from. I don't know. But I do know one thing. This is not a one-time movie. This is a sequel. Amen? And you know how it upset you when you're growing up. Right when Spider-Man almost catch him. Oh, sorry. I love the real superheroes. And anybody love real superheroes? The real ones. The Spider-Man and Batman, not the one with the powers. I think Batman with the belt, you know. Who put some of that belt down and he disappear. I like these kind of stuff. Even though so much smoke and he just run out one way, but that's okay. But I like the real superheroes. Not Superman who could fly. I ain't interested in all that. But right when Batman is about to catch the Joker or Penguin, Joker's put something up on the screen. To be continued. And you saying, darn it. And then you sitting on the edge of your seat. You can't wait. You're a kid. You doing all your work because you want to sit. I got to know what happened. Some must watch every Matrix out there. Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Renovated, Matrix under him, Matrix over him, Matrix around him. Every Matrix out there we watch. Lord of the Rings. Lord have 5 rings. The Lord have 6 rings. The Fellowship of the Rings. 7 rings. You don't care. You were waiting to see how this would end. So why is it you won't give up on your life? You won't give up on your situation. I came by today to tell you, wait to see how this would end. Some of you may have to get like Arnold Schwarzenegger and just say, use that arrogant tone, I'll be back. The bank turn you away today and say, there's some other bank somewhere that will give me the money I need to do what I need to do. I will be back. A couple years ago, Commonwealth turned me away. Things were so bad, they turned me away. Okay, going to another bank. They say, oh, we'll do it, but your wife have to be working. Sam wasn't working, and she have to be working for us to do it. The Lord say, that's when Fidelity was on Marquis Street. Sitting in Fidelity, walk out the bank. The Lord said, go right back across there. I said, but God, they just turned me. He said, go right back over there. I march over there, the paperwork. I got a raise from work, didn't even tell him. Old job letter. I give him an old job. She said, we'll do it on what you have here. We'll rewrite the mortgage. I looking over that woman. That's good for you. Every now and again, you got a point in that, even if they don't see you, that's good. Back. To get your own self-confidence going, you got to say something sometimes. Tell you I'll be back. Even if you're talking to yourself, I tell you I'm coming back. Even if you got to encourage your own self, I tell you I'm coming back. In fact, this champ is on his way back up. I didn't pick up stuff on the bottom of the ocean so long. It's time now for me now to float back up again. I don't know how God will do this. I don't know where the resources will come from. But I know this same season called 2012 will be the best season for you ever. See, understand something. Understand. There is, God does all things and he does it well. Watch this now. Today is the first day of the second quarter of this year. It says to me today, if it didn't happen in the first quarter, get ready, baby. Get ready. Get ready. The second quarter began. See, you may have been leading me in points in the first quarter, but I got another quarter. I'm here today to let you know, get ready for the second quarter of this year. Amen. Today is the first day of the second quarter. Some of you may have had a bad first quarter, but that's all right, baby. That's all right. The joke is going to be on the devil. The last laugh, somebody says the best laugh. Because my faith is being tested and I didn't say too much during the first quarter. And if you talk too much during the first quarter, then hold your peace in the second quarter. Because God is still there to help you. I tell you that there is a purpose for your trials. I know we don't have to preach this because you understand, most of you understand that everything you go through for somebody else. So if you fall apart in this trial, your purpose is not for you. The things I went through in ministry, no one, whoever walks with us will have to go through that. Because there was a purpose that God, there's a reason why God allowed me to go this way. I've learned some years ago doing electrical work, and it holds true even in ministry, that there's always something you can do. Sometimes you find yourself away from everyone. One time I was working on Exuma, 1 hour away from the shop. So if you're gone, that's 2 hours minimum. I say, I can prove this theory now. There's always something you can do. Provisions are already made. I came by today to let you know that provisions are already made for you, no matter if you see it or not. And I said, let me prove this theory. And I began to look around. And Pastor, and I saw some little things. And the Lord says, pick that up, and pick this up, and pick that up. And I began to put some stuff together. And I completed that assignment because there is something in your life there to advance you. Amen. In fact, I dare to tell you that your trials, your tests, they're the tractions that propel you forward. If there were no traction in your life, you would not be able to move. If there were no traction, if there were no trials, you wouldn't be able to quote and say, I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better. You only get better, stronger, and wiser through trials in your life. That's how you learn. The old people used to call it the school of hard knocks. The school of hard knocks. There's also, as I take my seat today, there's a provision. God makes provisions right in the middle of your tests. Some of you who don't understand it, it is out of a ram's makeup to be on a mountaintop. You don't be that high. But I came by today to let you know obedience to God through your trial produces the provisions of God. You may think it hard, Pastor Sterling, coming up this side. But I came by today to let you know every step you take on this side. Come, Ram. Go over there, Ram. Over that side. Don't go up yet. The ram don't go up before the sacrifice. But every step you make, it may be hard in your tests. But every time you make a step up,